Last Tuesday at exactly 2:11 a.m., my phone lit up with a message from a number I deleted 2 years ago. It wasn't words, just a photo. A toddler in dinosaur pajamas, clutching a yellow rubber duck. But what froze me wasn't the pajamas, or the duck. It was the crescent-shaped birthmark under his left eye. The same birthmark I was born with. The caption read, "We need to talk. He's ours." My hands shook. My heart pounded like it was trying to break free. How could I possibly have a child with a man I hadn't seen since the day he betrayed me? 2 years earlier, Ethan and I were engaged. We wanted kids so badly, we turned to IVF, 5 frozen embryos. 5 tiny hopes. But when the transfers failed, our relationship failed too. And when I discovered his affair, I walked away. I told the clinic to discard the embryos. I mailed the consent form myself. I thought I'd buried that chapter forever. Or so I believed. That night, I blocked his number. But by morning, I had another message. This time, from his sister. She sent me a second photo. The same boy. But now, lying in a hospital bed, and 4 taped to his tiny hand. On the whiteboard behind him, room 324. Patient, Oliver. My stomach dropped. This wasn't just a cruel trick. This was real. But how? I called the clinic. What they told me made my blood run cold. They said an embryo had been transferred, through a surrogate. And they had a notarized consent form, with my signature. But I never signed it. Someone had forged my name. That I confronted Ethan. And that's when the truth spilled out. After I left, his mother panicked. She couldn't bear the thought of losing a grandchild. So she found a notary. She forged my consent, and Ethan went along with it. A surrogate carried the baby. And Oliver was born. He looked at me, ashamed, and begged for forgiveness. But forgiveness wasn't the point anymore. There was a child. A boy with my DNA. A boy with my birthmark. And now he was sick, and they needed me. I agreed to meet him. When I walked into the hospital playroom, I froze. He was smaller than I expected. And bigger. Dark curls. Serious gray eyes. He looked up, and handed me his toy duck. "You can hold him," he said. And in that moment, everything inside me shifted. Blood recognizes blood. I knew. Without a shred of doubt. I was his mother. We colored together. Ducks in boats. Ducks in libraries. At one point, he pointed at my face, at my birthmark. And whispered, "The lady." He'd already heard of me. He'd been waiting for me, without even knowing it. The DNA test confirmed it, 99.99%. Oliver was mine, biologically. Legally. Undeniably, but the fight was just beginning. Custody. Lawyers. Accountability, and the clinic? They admitted their failure. Ethan's mother? She finally confessed. She thought she was saving a legacy. But what she really did was steal my choice. Just when I thought I knew the whole truth, a padded envelope showed up at my door. Inside, a flash drive. A single note, ask him about August 5th. My hands shook as I opened the files. Scanned emails, between Ethan's mother and the surrogacy agency, dated 2 weeks before I even mailed the discard consent that they planned it all. While I was still living with him, while I was still setting the table for 2. The betrayal went deeper than I ever imagined. But here's the part that matters most. When I look at Oliver, I don't see betrayal. I see Saturday pancakes drowned in chocolate chips. I see tiny shoes lined up by the door. I see a boy who calls me Mimi, and asks if I'll still be there in the morning, and I am, every morning. Ethan and I speak only through lawyers. His mother only sees Oliver under supervision, but Oliver and I? We're building something new, and here's the real revelation. The shocking part wasn't the secret child. It was the way he looked at me, like he had always known me, even when my name was erased from the paperwork, even when the world tried to erase me from his story. He carried me like an anchor inside him, pulling him toward me. The day he handed me that duck and called me, the lady, I realized something. I wasn't just confronting an ex. I was confronting the part of myself I thought I'd lost forever, because I am not a ghost. I am a mother. And maybe that's the biggest twist of all. Not the forged papers. Not the secret child. But the fact that in the middle of betrayal, lies, and stolen choices, I found a little boy who looked at me like I'd always been there. And in his eyes, I finally saw the one truth no one could take away. I was meant to be his mother all along.